Hi, it's Graham here. I've been lucky enough to get myself out again. This time I'm in deepest, darkest Northumberland. I'm in Kidland Forest, and the idea is to have a look at the old abandoned cottage, Whiteburnshank, and then find somewhere where we can get a hammock up between the trees and get some bait on. And as you can see already, the midges are out somewhat rotten, so I'm glad I've got my head net. I've got my tree huggers this time, Nick. I bought some new ones. Oh, that feels good. Hi guys, so I've got this, it's the alpkit cloud cover, and it's a versatile bit of kit. You can use it as a quilt, you can put the press studs together and cinch it up, use it as a sleeping bag, you can use it as a blanket around the campfire, you can use it as a cloak, but I'm going to try and use it as a hammock under blanket tonight and see if it works. DD makes some good ones, but they're quite heavy and bulky, and there seems to be a gap in the market for down under quilts, under blankets in the UK. So I've got my hands on this and I'm going to see if it works. Let's put it on. So while we're waiting for Nick to come back from the blackcurrant hunt and Sean's away on some call of nature, let's have a look at my kit. It's a right hodgepodge of stuff, but I think it's going to work. Got the standard 3x3 DD tarp, and it's just up with a simple ridgeline pitch with paracord, 2 carabiners and a Prussic knot. It's just, I just do the simple things. I'm not, you know, very clever with tarps. There's my glasses. I've been asked if I wear white glasses as a YouTube trademark, but no, I wear them all the time. They're just my glasses. The hammock is the one I got in the Bushcraft mystery box. It's a Crusader hammock, and it's got an integral midgie net, which is great. I'm going to need it. And you suspend it with just a bit of elastic going through these little things, tabs, flaps, I don't know what you call them. They're just, oh, I'll put my teeth back in. It's suspended with an elastic cord. And the tree huggers I bought separately as well. The tree huggers that came with this hammock, I don't think they were brilliant. They were probably okay. I just wanted something a bit more robust and something that would be harder to forget to put in my pack, like I forgot last time. And my under blanket is the, as you know, it's the alpkit cloud cover, and I think that's going to work. Nice bit of kit. And inside the hammock I've got a DD hammock quilt. It's a dedicated hammock quilt with like an open back and a bottom that's open. You can cinch it shut. So it looks quite thin though. I think it's definitely a summer only thing, but I've never used that before either, so I'm looking forward to that. And I've got my trusty Climate Cush pillow, and for a ground sheet I just got my hands on a poncho. And I could use it as a ground sheet. I could double the size of it by unpopping it and spreading it out, but I just need that space for now. It'll just keep my kit off the wet, you know, ground and help to keep it organised. So this is my setup, and I'm really looking forward to sleeping in it tonight. I haven't slept in this before because it's just put together from different things, but it looks good, and I'm really looking forward to just being cosy in here tonight. So the best place we found to pitch was actually pretty close behind the cottage. We're in those group of trees there, and the road is just here, so we're not too far from the road. But to be fair, all the tarps are dark green. Sean's tent's Terra Nova Pioneer 2, which is dark green, and it's very, very difficult to see anybody in there. So I think it's nice and stealthy. I'll wait till the midges have died down a little bit and I'll get some bait. And Nick's gone off hunting for blackcurrants because he's Nick. So we're just in here. There's Sean's tent coming into view. And that's Nick's tarp. That's my tarp to the right. Pretty discreet. I think we'll be fine. Folk do say that in deepest Northumberland, in the woods and the wild places, there could be a wild sort of creature, Bigfoot type creature, but I don't. What is that over there? I think it's just a tree stump. Hi guys, so this behind me is Whiteburnshank cottage in the middle of Kidland Forest. It's been abandoned for a few years now, although Sean, who I'm camping with tonight, remembers coming here in the late 90s when it was an outward bound centre. And 2 years ago I saw it was for sale for not 500,000. This cottage was for sale for £5 million, but I guess that sale included the forest around it as well. And I mean, I don't know how much timber and logging rights and all that's worth, but 5 million might be a bargain for all I know. But I've had 5 million. I might go further than this, if I'm honest. This looks like the little gate to come in here, and it's so overgrown. Really overgrown. All the windows are boarded up. There's the sign saying Whiteburnshank there. And a sad little plastic chair. It's all locked up, secure and tight. Which I think is probably just as well, because it would get abused, wouldn't it? Overgrown it is here. Wow. One of the tales I read about this place was in the 1970s, when it had been derelict for a few years. There's a farmer at Millcope Farm in the 1970s lost 6 bullocks, couldn't find them anywhere. A guy called Mr. Dag, I think. Anyway, the bullocks were found a few months later and were found in the kitchen of Whiteburnshank. Apparently they'd wandered in, latched the door somehow, couldn't get out, no one knew they were there. These 6 cows starved to death inside there and didn't get found until months later. Can imagine the smell would have been enough to put you off oxtail soup. There is the remains of a little greenhouse here, just full of these purple plants. I'm not sure what these are. Are they foxglove? Digitalis? I don't know. No, I don't think they are. Yeah, it's obviously been a well tended, loved place once upon a time, but not anymore. Unless there's anybody watching this now who's got 5 million to spare. And you've got to wonder after Storm Alwyn whether the timber's worth as much as it was. Spooky little place. I don't think I'd be keen on spending the night around here by myself, if I'm honest. Hi folks, so Nick hasn't returned from his berry hunting expedition, so me and Sean are a bit worried about it. We don't know where he is, we can't hear anything, we don't know which direction to look for him. We think maybe Sasquatch has got him, you know, after the same berries. You reckon?
Maybe. I mean, it's the kind of place that would be.
It is like, isn't it? Nick can defend himself though, he's got his Silky with him.
Not for blackcurrants.
Oh well, there's nothing we can do about Nick, so we're going to have a beer instead. I've got this Hula Hula fruited pale ale, 4.8% from Lidl's. I've never tried it before. It's either going to be lovely or it's not. I must look at it right in Nana. It's lovely. I can't tell you much more because I'm not like a descriptive beer connoisseur. It's just nice and fruity. It's cold. It's got the right edge of bitterness. Tastes like a kiss from a beautiful woman. I think it does anyway. It's been a while.
Is this your audition tape for food and drink?
And action.
Fruit of the gods. Blackcurrants. In them there hills. I think that will make a nice jam or a tart mixed with apple. Something like that. A couple of pounds. Very nice. Been keeping an eye on those. Just the right time.
Hi guys, the midges have died down to a pretty acceptable level now, so I'm just going to crack on and make me bait. I'm just going to do a quick little stir fry. Got a bit of oil in there. I'm just going to pop in a few prawns.
I remember that from somewhere when I used to go to church. Yeah.
And some ready to wok noodles. Save on boiling them. So there we go. King prawns with chow mein sauce. Doesn't look too bad.
So I've got a pack of risotto, which I think I've put a bit too much water in, to be perfectly honest, but it tastes alright. And I've cooked some marinated belly pork separately and just chopped it up while the risotto was thickening up a bit. And yeah, makes a pretty decent mess really. Looks awful, tastes canny.
So I've just set this up quite near the tents on what looks like a game trail, and we'll see if that captures anything tonight. Probably not, but you never know. So sadly beer o'clock has come and gone, and I've still got a can left, but luckily it's South African Pinotage o'clock. Have a little glass of this as a treat. I'm not at work tomorrow. Very cheeky. Feels like it's going to be a lovely night. The midges have dropped now. Got my head net off. I've had my bait and a can of beer and set the trail cam up, and you just a few minutes ago heard owls hooting in the woods, and I love that. I love hearing owls in the woods. I'm not talking to myself, I'm talking to everybody watching on YouTube. There's 500 people here. Actually, I've just noticed my mic was the wrong way around. Hi folks, that sound you can hear is Sean scraping his tin, don't worry. So it's nearly time to turn in, and me and Sean were joking before about Nick hunting his berries being like, you know, nabbed by Bigfoot, but actually what he's told us is that when he was down in the little berry area, he said it felt quite eerie, as if he was being watched, and he thinks it was his imagination, but he heard rustlings in the bushes and stuff. And I'm not making this up, he just came out and said this without any prompting, and I kind of wish he hadn't told us before I'm going to go to bed. I think I need another glass of Pinotage. Morning guys, slept pretty well last night. The idea I had of using the alpkit cloud cover as an underblanket, it pretty much worked, but it did feel as if it was at the limit of what it would cope with, like temperature wise. And bear in mind it's August, so I think what I'm going to do is I will buy a DD like specific underblanket and use the alpkit cloud cover to supplement the top quilt. And actually I found the DD hammock quilt, even though it looked really thin, that kept us really toasty on top last night, so that was good. What wasn't so good about last night is that we were just sitting having you know, some beer and a bit of crack on in the dark, and somewhere over here we heard like a branch snap in the night, and it just spooked us all, and we killed all the lights and stopped the chatter. Just went dark, and there's not much can make a branch snap in the woods at night. I thought there might have been a deer or something, but anyway, nothing came of it, and we just went to bed. It's a beautiful morning, so we're just gonna crack on, hike back to the car and get ourselves away. Thanks for coming along last night, it's really appreciated, and if you like what you're seeing, give us a like, give us a thumbs up. Well, they're the same thing, aren't they? Leave a comment or just subscribe. Appreciate all of it. Thank you.